everybody, welcome to Bookaboo. I'm Capri Nicole, and today I get to review a book that I actually enjoyed. Please excuse my previous video, I was flustered. I get really passionate about books, and the last one I read, I really didn't like. Spoiler-free review to start. I'm going to start spoiling when we get deeper into the video, so you're going to have to exit, and I'm not going to be ranting about how terrible the book was. Like my previous video, today I'm going to be reviewing this awesome book by the name of Simon versus the Homosapiens Agenda. I love this book. It was awesome. I'm eating Oreos. You only know about that if you read the book. The basis of this book is about this 16-year-old named Simon who is trying to find himself, trying to understand who he is as a person, and he has this somewhat pen pal that's like a mystery who he doesn't know who he is. He's been talking to, that he's been flirting with, that he's interested in, and he slowly starts to realize that, you know, he's gay, but the guy that he's been emailing he really likes. The only problem is he doesn't know who the hell he is. And then one of his classmates end up finding the emails and starts blackmailing him, which turns into a whole big thing. And to keep his identity, you know, on the low, because he wasn't out, nobody knew that he was gay, so to keep his secret quiet, he followed along with the blackmail, and that's pretty much the gist of the book. So now, if you haven't read the book, please exit the video, bye bye. Okay, so for everyone that has read the book, this book was absolutely adorable. I love this book. I love the characters. I love the friendships that were in the book. I was obsessed with the family. I thought they were hilarious. I wish there was more parts with them in it. But everything that was going on in that book was relatable. It was kind of refreshing to see, like, throwbacks of, like, being a teenager, because I'm 25 now. I barely remember my teens. But it was just nice to see that and see his experience, see how his family dealt with a lot of things that was going on. His friends were awesome. Like, they were really low-key. He was pretty quiet himself, and I just loved everything about this book. Like, it was amazing. I really liked the best friend trio. I see a lot of people really liked Abby. I wasn't a big fan of Abby. I thought that Simon was relatable, he was honest, he was sweet, he was adorable, he was funny, he was quirky. He was just everything I needed in a character to make me connect with them and actually give a shit about them. Like, he was just so precious. Like, I just wanted him to adopt me as his best friend. Like, I just wanted to be a part of their little trio. I liked Simon, Nick, and Leah together. Like, the little trio was precious. I was not a big fan of Abby. Like, I didn't get why everybody was so obsessed with her and thought she was so bubbly and fun and cute. Like, I just didn't feel like she fit in the friendship clique. Like, she just didn't fit for me. Like, they grew up together. They know each other like the back of their hand, and like everything they do, they know what's gonna happen. And then Leah has a crush on Nick, and it's just like so cute. But then Abby and Nick together, I would just like cringe. Like, I don't know. Lately I've been running into a lot of books that I'm just cringing at the couples, but this couple, Nick and Abby, which was one of Simon's best friends, like, I wasn't really there for. Like, I was waiting for like the big personality connection with Abby, because Simon was talking about her, like how awesome she is and how they just always just clicked, and like every part with him and her together, I just didn't see the click. Like, I saw that she was caring about him, I saw that they were close, but I just didn't fully get it. Like, I was just like, okay, Abby, like, she was kind of annoying to me. I was just like, why is she there? Can she please go away? But I really liked Leah. I thought her attitude was stellar. Like, I loved her. Nick, man, he sings, he plays the guitar, awesome. He was pretty cool, I guess, but I really loved Simon more than anything. The emails I was obsessed with. Like, I wanted the whole book to be just full of Blue and Simon's emails. They were so adorable and they were so precious. And like, every time they stopped at the end of the emails, I would like skip through the book to see when the next email pages would be. But there was a lot going on in the book to where I wasn't like craving the emails the whole time. But the emails were super cute, so it was just like, it was nice to see. Let's talk about Blue. Blue's identity pretty much was hidden almost the entire book, but I was like obsessed with him. I wanted him to be revealed. I was like, please tell us who he is. Like, I wanted to know so bad. I just wanted him and Simon to be together and live happily ever after. And everybody just be... Ew, that sounds so sappy, but I really just wanted him to reveal himself and be comfortable with who he was. Like, they just clicked in so many different ways Like, it was just so refreshing to just see young love and just see how passionate they were about each other and how, like, they were sappy, but not to the point where you just, like, were cringe, but they were just adorable. They were precious. Their relationship was too cute. I just wanted more of it. I wanted them to meet. I wanted to see how they would interact together. And then we had Martin. I liked him. I kind of felt bad because I felt like he didn't want to blackmail Simon, but he just felt like he would only be in a position to really meet Abby and really interact with Abby and really get to know her by having one of her friends introduce him to her. So he used those emails as an opportunity to be able to get in good cahoots with the little clique. And I felt like he was kind of lonely. Like, he had a lot of people laughing at him like he was the class clown. Everybody thought he was funny, but I didn't think he really had a clique of friends like Simon did. And I think he was kind of jealous of, like, the popularity Simon had and the love that everybody gave him. So I just felt like he was kind of in a position that he didn't want to be in. I don't think he wanted to genuinely blackmail Simon, even though he did. I know it was a shitty thing to do, but I liked Martin, and I kind of felt bad because, like, after everything happened, and when he got really, really frustrated, you know, teenage hormones, it's extremely random. So when he got frustrated and he had a bad day and the whole thing with Abby happened, where he asked her out and she turned him down, he saw her with Simon and he got completely upset and just blasted Simon on the internet, revealing what he said he wouldn't if he helped him out, you know, telling everybody that he was gay on Tumblr. But yeah, overall I just felt bad for Martin because I don't think he really wanted to blackmail Simon. I think that he just really wanted to meet Abby, and he really was, like, nervous and scared, and he didn't know any other way. So when he was given the opportunity, aka the emails, he used them to his best ability. Even him asking or him attempting to tell Simon that he was going to blackmail him, it wasn't even like a bullying. I thought it was going to be like a bullying type deal, like he was going to force him into it, but he was just, like, nervous about even telling him that that's what he wanted to do. And he was just like, well, if you're okay with me blackmailing you, I think I'm just going to roll with it. You okay with that? And Simon just kind of flowed with it. He flowed with it. It kind of didn't work the way he wanted it to, but in the end, the way that he handled the situation was terrible. Yeah, and I think he felt really bad about it. And he went to Simon and apologized, and it was just, like, really sad, and I felt so bad for him at some points. But obviously, he's the most disliked character in the whole book. But for me, he really wasn't. I liked him. I really didn't like Abby. That's who I didn't like the most. I loved how nosy the family was. I love that they had Facebook scavenger hunts. Like, I liked how cute the sister-brother thing was. Like, it was just, like, precious. Like, everything, they were just nice. They were nice together. I didn't like how there was, like, a lot of, like, random characters, and at some points I tried to remember, like, who they were. Like, I remember, for the most part, Taylor, because he mentioned her a couple times, and, like, her personality I definitely remember from, like, the casting and the play. But there were some other characters that I really didn't remember who they were. They were just thrown in once, mentioned one time, and they were brought up later, and I was just like, who is this again? Like, what's happening? That's pretty much the only thing I didn't like about the book. Like, I was nervous because I've been running into a lot of books that have been like 4-star, 5-star review, so amazing, so awesome, and then, like, when I read the book, I'm just like, this is so terrible. Like, recently that's been happening to me a lot, and I never thought that I would have so many books that I didn't like, but this book for me was awesome. When I read the description, I was like, this is gonna be good. I'm a little skeptical. This could go either way. It could be super sappy and annoying, but it wasn't. It was precious. It was sweet. It was, like, young love, super awesome, adorable. Like, I flew through this book in, like, 2 days, not even, and that's on top of work, school, and everything else. But it was a cute book. There was a lot of diversity going on up in this book. There was, like, gay couples, bisexual people, interracial relationships. You know, everything was just, like, it was precious. Like, it was just the perfect amount, and it wasn't, like, awkward. Like, some authors don't know how to put, like, diversity in their book. When they get criticized for not having diversity, they don't know how to implement it into their books. Like, it's just, you can tell they just put it in there, but they don't really know how to function with it. But this book just flowed. Everything just went together. It was nice. I would say that this might be a new favorite. Like, I really did like the book that much. Like, I feel like I could reread this book in a heartbeat. Like, it was that cute. Like, it was a quick read. It was nice. It was sweet. I loved it. And then when they finally revealed who Blue was, it could not have been. I was a little nervous because I thought for a second, I was so nervous for a second from the beginning that it was going to be Martin. I was like, please, God, please no. Like, I was wondering if it was going to be one of those books that the bully turns into, like, the lover type thing. And I was like, please don't do this. Like, they just don't go together. Then it would just ruin everything. I was just like, please no. But, and then towards the end, I started realizing it wasn't him. And then when it was Abraham, then I was just like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, it was just so precious. And then even when we found out who Blue was, it was just so, it couldn't be more perfect. Like, it was just a good book. I rate this book, I was in between 4 stars or 5 stars, but I'm gonna rate this book 4, just because I had a couple of blurry parts and some things that I wanted more of. So I'll give it 4 stars. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty close to perfect. My favorite character would be Blue. Blue and Simon were my favorite characters. Lee was probably my other favorite character, but for the most part, it was Blue and Simon. The best part of the book was the reveal, like finding out who Blue was. The anticipation was real. Like, this is probably one of the books where I was just like, please tell me who it is. It's kind of like one of those things where you wait for your favorite couple to actually become a couple. It was like that, only it was 10 times more intense because we didn't even know who the other person was or if it was going to work. Would I recommend this book? Yes, I would recommend this book to anyone. You don't have to be into, like, contemporary books to read this. It's a cute book. It's a quick read. It was nice. I liked it. So that's pretty much it. That's my review on Simon versus the Homosapiens Agenda. And for the most part, it was a great book. And if you haven't read it, please do read it. Tell me what you liked about it in the comments below. Read a book, keep your life interesting, and have a good day. Bye.